Joe. Samoa Joe just came back off of an injury, thumb injury, I think it was. He just had a cast on his arm and everything, and then just on Monday night did a dive right through the ropes there, and boom, landed right on his head, man. And the thing is, it's like when Daniel Bryan got hurt. Immediately when it happened, I knew it. Something wasn't right there. You remember we were watching Steen.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, boom, I knew something was going on. So this one I was like, yeah, same thing. When something happened, you know it immediately. So yeah. Where's that one guy?
Yeah. I hope Joe's okay.
He's okay, but to take a bump like that, it's not warranted. You know what I mean? But that's the nature of the beast. Putting yourself in harm's way. You're just coming off of an injury. One thing about your body can tell you, man, I'm good. I can go. I'm 100%. And then you get out there. That's what your mind is telling you. And then you get out there, and your legs is telling your mind, what are you thinking? Because I'm nowhere near ready. And the thing with Joe was right before he did the dive, I said. In my mind, I was like, man, Joe look a little winded. I just said that to myself, and then he did the spot right through the ropes. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I did.
But I don't know if you knew what was happening when it happened.
No, it wasn't until they went to the replay.
If you notice, his right knee came down to the floor, and that's not something that happened when you do that spot right there. You normally land, boom, all at one time and fall sideways, but his momentum carried him forward. He tried to use his right knee to kind of protect himself, but boom, crash and burn, and then bang, you can whiplash yourself, and then next thing you know, you can be on the shelf. So my thing is, like I say, safety first. Safety first. Whether it's with my guys in one of my shows, whether it's WWE show. I mean, to watch what these guys do right now, sometime I'm surprised more guys aren't hurt on a nightly basis, because they do some of the most incredible stuff that I ever have had the chance to witness up close and personal. It's amazing sometimes.
But in I remember you talking about it when you got your knee scoped in WCW. You favored it when you got back in the ring, and you didn't want to do certain things because you didn't want to fear of re-injury. I remember Ric Flair got into that plane crash, and I think he broke some vertebra in his back or something.
Yeah.
And even though he maybe took the best backdrop in the business, he's like, I'm not taking any backdrops.
I got to protect myself
until this thing's healed up.
Yeah.
And I can get over the mental side of it, but also I need to protect myself. So I think sometimes when you come off an injury, maybe is that the
nah. Like I say, sometimes you're thinking that way, but sometimes you come back and you say, man, I'm going.
I'm good to go.
I'm going 100%. I'm not changing anything. I'm back.
Like Daniel.
And the thing is, I watched Daniel Bryan, and I thought he would change up a little bit, change his game up a little bit. And the thing is, maybe he's slowing it down a little bit.
A little bit.
Which that may enable him to actually be able to go out and still be able to do some of the stuff that he does. But it's not something that, you want to put yourself in harm's way to actually go out there and, like I say, get hurt, because, first and foremost, it's not worth it. It's just not worth getting hurt when, I was just talking about Drew McIntyre on backstage as well. I think Drew is a guy who has worked all year to get to this point, to try to set himself up for WrestleMania. When you're smart, you're one of those guys in the locker room, that's what you're thinking about. Drew McIntyre does no dives.
He just counts down from 3.
Exactly. Yeah, he do that kick. That's it. That's the biggest thing that he go out and do in the match. But he's still very, very compelling. Thinking about when you're in the big leagues, when you make it to that top level of this game, especially in WWE, you're thinking about making it from WrestleMania all the way to the next WrestleMania, because time off is your worst enemy in a company like that, because your money is affected when you're not on the big pay-per-views, the big 4. You don't get as much money at the end of the day. At the end of the year when tax time comes, and then your accountant goes, man, look like you dropped off a little bit this year. The reason why you dropped off a little bit because you missed three pay-per-views that year because you was hurt. You know, 3 of the big ones. That's money. So you got to understand the guys like the Miz. It's a reason why he's got a television show. Last time he got hurt was when?
5th grade.
Point taken.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times on the outside looking in, guys don't understand that kind of stuff. You know, that's the end game. Longevity. Being able to go out there and weather the storm on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Hey guys, the Hall of Fame. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute.